What's up, guys? Sean here from Srkcycles.com. We have a 2012 Honda Shadow Spirit. The Spirits have the bigger front tires. What's that, 21 inch? Yeah, 21 inch front tire. It's a good looking bike. I love the color. And it's got crazy low miles. It's gonna blow your mind away. $671 miles. And also, they just put a brand new battery in it too. The bike runs good. I've always liked Hondas. I've always liked these little Hondas. I've actually had a couple of these personally. Had one or two when I was in college. And they're great bikes. At the time, I didn't know it was a little small. And apparently no one else noticed because it was pretty cool. When you're like the only guy on campus, a small campus, when you're the only guy on campus with a bike, who cares if it's a small bike? The thing is, these things aren't even that small. They're just small compared to the giant monsters I've been riding lately. When it comes to it, this is a lot of bike, and this is all you really need to do whatever you want to do. Unless you and your wife are really big people and you want to ride double and have all your luggage and gear with you and you're going to go across the country, then maybe in that situation you might need a bigger bike. I could totally put my wife on the back. We can go on trips, we can do whatever we want to. It's just how hard you really want to pull off a stop or passing someone on the highway. This is actually pretty decent. I did another video of me jumping on the highway with one of these things. I don't think I'm gonna do it today, just because the on-ramp is kind of packed. But just showing you how good this bike runs. It bangs to the gears, no problem. Everything's nice and smooth, fires up smooth, shifts good. Just a fun bike, great bike for an entry-level bike for an adult. If you're looking to get into riding, let me look at the highway. It looks pretty clear. If you're looking to get into riding and you want something that looks cool and not dated, but you don't want something too heavy or too expensive, this is definitely a good way to go. You could buy something like this, ride around for a season, sell it, and you know, maybe lose a couple $100, maybe break even, maybe make a couple bucks, who knows. But you're not going to lose a lot of money unless you drop it or something like that. Alright, the next time the light turns green, we're gonna jump on the on-ramp, we're gonna pull a couple gears. I actually bought a the TomTom, the GPS company made a camera, an action camera called the TomTom Bandit. I bought it and I was really excited about it. I still had my GoPros, but I was really excited about switching over to the TomTom Bandit because it had a G-force gauge on it. And I was like, this is real cool. I can compare the bikes and how they pull in lateral Gs. No. Is that lateral? I don't know. In G-force, the gauge was nonsense. It didn't work at all. It made like an 82 Harley Davidson. All right, I'm gonna slow down. All right. It made an 82 Harley Davidson pull as many G's as a 2014 Yamaha R6. And I was like, wow, there's something very wrong with this. I mean, this has no problem. No problem cruising on the highway. That's a question a lot of people want to know. They're like, is that bike big enough to cruise on the highway? It's a smaller bike. The thing is, if it's smaller compared to the other bikes, you know, like the smallest, nowadays, the smallest Dyna, the smallest Harley engine is a 107 cubic inch motor, which is like a, what is that? That's like a 1900cc bike. When that's the standard, you're like, oh, a 750, that's real small. Don't look at it that way. Look at it as 750 is actually what you need. You could probably get by with a 500, but because we're Americans, yeah, this is cool, but because we're Americans, we're like, yeah, no, we need more. No, we need more. We need a little more. We need some more. Double it, put a V6 in it. And then we're like, yeah, put a Viper V8 in it. That's a good idea. Put a Boss Hoss, build a Boss Hoss bike where you put a LS motor in it. But don't let that confuse you to think that this is an underpowered bike or it's not enough. I'd love to have had a bike like this when I first started riding. And you'll actually still see you'll see tons of grown men riding their shadows because they're fun bikes. They're inexpensive. You don't even have to maintain them. Just put gas in it. Don't even bother changing the oil. Who cares? And they just run. And this 2012, it's fuel injection, man. Fuel injection's the way to go. Forget that carbureted nonsense. Alright, we're gonna jump on the highway. My goal is, from the time I get room, when I turn on the on-ramp, is to go full throttle into the turn on the on-ramp. I got pegs, so I probably have a pretty good shot at getting that done. Alright, come on. Yep. No problem. That was way too easy. Some of the bigger bikes, at that point in time, I'm doing like 80, 90. On my CBR 1000, I'd be doing like 150. And it gets a little scary, but that was easy. Alright guys, that wraps up the test drive for the 2012 Honda, what is this? Honda Shadow Spirit. I had a dog named Shadow growing up, and it looked nothing like this. Alright guys, remember, it's not what you're driving, but where you're going. We'll see you guys later.